Hi, my name is Dr. Lacey Klein. I am from very northern New York, and I am a veterinarian at Arizona Exotic Animal Hospital in Tucson. As an undergraduate, I went to State University of New York at Oswego, and I got a bachelor's degree in zoology. And then after that, I did my veterinary degree at Cornell University. I think all veterinarians will say because they love animals, but I really, that's just the truth of it. Growing up, one of my mother's favorite stories is that I would throw out all the dolls and Barbies and put my stuffed animals in the dollhouse. So I think I just have always really loved being around animals. You know, some of the most rewarding cases are when we see patients that we know that have been sick or injured, and being able to follow their journey all the way to recovery and see them being able to go back to being the animal that they once were. But I also really enjoy wellness visits. I think seeing the new member of the family for the first time and being able to meet with the family and discuss recommendations and tips on how to keep that animal healthy and kind of set them up for success for the rest of that animal's lives. For me, it's a great work environment. I think everybody is very like-minded in wanting to really advance this field and offer the best medicine that we can for these really unique and unusual pets. The people that I work with are brilliant and compassionate and very passionate about what they do, and everybody is willing to collaborate and help each other out, and that's a really, really nice thing to have in your pocket. I mostly like to be outside in the sunshine, so I like to go hiking. I do a lot of wildlife and macro photography. I do a lot of gardening, and I also just really like being home and spending time with my own family and pets. So before veterinary medicine, I actually worked in scuba diving, and one of my secret talents was finding an octopus no matter where we went, and they're pretty hard to find, so. I think they're very unique. I love that I can see anything from a goldfish to a bunny rabbit to a macaw in a single day, and that no day is ever the same. We have 2 dogs and a cat, but we also have 3 tortoises and a ball python and a leopard gecko and some fish and some ornamental shrimp. We have a few. The most challenging part is it is a relatively, new area of medicine, and we don't know everything, and so sometimes we have to basically use what we know from other species that are sometimes closely related and sometimes not so closely related, to be able to make the best choices that we can when we just don't have that information, but we're learning more and more every day. The biggest advice I can give is, one, you can start with keeping your own exotic pets to get an idea of what it's like to really keep these species as a hobby. And then really for the veterinary field, coming out to an exotics practice to be able to spend some time in the practice and with their doctors to really see what it's like and to really get a feel for kind of how different it is from other parts of veterinary medicine, and just get as much experience as you possibly can beforehand. Just the patience. I just love actually being able to spend hands-on quality time with all of the different patients that we see. They're really special. This is the first year actually that I've had an intern and had a lot of veterinary students on their clinical rotations, and learning how to teach and being able to teach, I've found that to be really also very fulfilling and a kind of a new direction for me in my career. It's every single week I see something different, something new, or something I haven't seen in that species before, and so that keeps me very engaged and always learning new things. And I think the people that I'm surrounded with are so passionate about what they do and so willing to share their knowledge and experience that everybody around me is very inspiring to work with all the time. got my first exotic pet about 20 years ago, and I still have him. He's still thriving. He's a leopard gecko named Marvin, and I think, having him as a pet and how great he is really kind of fueled my desire to keep exotic species. And then from there, I started wanting to care for them and treat them and do all of the medical side of things. And I think that's what really kind of shifted me into the exotics track. We're looking into getting endoscopy down here, and that is going to enable us to really be able to offer some new, less invasive diagnostic and therapeutic options for our exotic pets down here. And so learning how to really be able to use that to our best advantage and offer that to our clients and patients, I think is going to be really exciting.